Hello friends, welcome back to another planner video. I have recorded a couple things before this one, but my mic situation was not working well. So I'm just doing a voiceover today. Hopefully I'll get that figured out, but I wanted to get a video up and going. So let's talk about this plan with me. I experimented in one of my last videos that I was unable to post with kind of a teacher student layout. If you're familiar with like the Happy Planner or maybe Erin Condren, you'll see how they divide the page up a certain way. And because I'm not working anymore and I don't have to necessarily go by the hour, I'm kind of blocking my priorities, I guess. So far it's been working really well. I feel like this is working with our lifestyle and making sense for my brain. Last week I didn't plan a whole lot. It was just kind of a weird week. And then I guess that was the week before, but then this was last week. We went camping and I did a little scrapbooky type page, which I really love. I love all the colors on this page and just how everything turned out. And then that takes us to this week. So we're gonna go in with my ruler and divide up the kind of the blocks of what's working well. And I'm liking to do that with my mild liner instead of the black pen. I feel like the black just seems too harsh. So I think this will be a lot better to use to make those lines. I'm still working out which sections I really want to keep. I have done it a little bit different each week, still feeling out how this layout is going to work best. The top section I really like for my workout, my Bible reading. Sometimes a top 3, maybe there's 3 things that I have to get done no matter what. It has to happen during the day sometime. So I like that for those that top box section. The bottom section is for things that happen when Lincoln goes to sleep. So maybe I'm gonna read a book, take a bath. Maybe I have a project or an errand. If my husband's home and I need to go do that once Lincoln is sleeping, that is my bottom section. And then I'm plugging in my appointments. I think I just have one this week, and I'm just going to put that at the time that it actually is, because even though I'm sectioning off things into categories, I still like to be mindful of the time and do things as close to the time they're actually, or plan things as close to the time they're actually happening. Another section that has been working really well is blocking off some time for my business tasks. I like to get these things done towards the first part of my day rather than have things go on late into the evening. It doesn't always happen perfectly, but I feel like if I can put them down on a piece of paper towards the beginning of the day, it's easier for me to accomplish these tasks. I've also been trying to narrow down my tasks to 3 to 5 things that need to get done. So I'm not trying to build my business in a day. It's easy to do that, but that is not the goal. Also, I want to be able to complete my tasks and then be done for the day. I don't want to always be working on things. And I think it's easy when you are trying to build a business or you're running a small shop just to work all day long. But I'm really trying to be intentional about how I spend my time. For a long time, I've been putting my menu in my sidebar, but I decided to put it on the actual days. So I'm just putting a gray box in for my dinners, and I've been liking this. This leaves that sidebar open for something else. I kind of want to start doing brain dumps or even just projects in that sidebar. I think it'll make a lot of sense. And then I set up some dots for my workouts, and then I'm just gonna grab my phone and plug in those workouts real quick. Right now I'm just doing some lifting from a body program, but I like to shake it up all the I have my social media calendar on my laptop, but I also want to incorporate it into my paper planner because I think I need that extra motivation, that extra reminder. So I'm trying to build my personal Instagram and my art account. So I am just going to highlight in different colors the account that I'll be posting on and see if that works. I'm not really sure what I want it to look like in my planner. I'm just playing around, seeing how this goes. It'll probably be something different next week. I don't have a lot going on this week as far as appointments or events, and I feel like my to-do lists go better if I plan them out a day in advance instead of trying to fill in the whole week with all these different things that I want to try to accomplish. It just works better if I go day by day. Every once in a while, I'll be able to plan maybe into the next day. But even with house chores, I used to try to do certain things on certain days, and I still try to do like maybe 2 loads of laundry a day. I tend to do my sheets on Thursdays. Bathrooms, they can vary. Sometimes I need to do them at the beginning of the week versus the end of the week. But ultimately, planning the day or the day before has gone a lot better instead of just throwing things onto the planner, because then if I do that, I tend to procrastinate and ignore my planner when there's just way too much on the paper. The only downside to planning like this is that I don't know where all of my stickers, like my decorative stickers, should go, because I might need to write in that space. So I think maybe at the end of the week when I add some of my pictures, I will just put in a few more deco pieces just to make it look a little more fun. I have loved adding pictures to my planner. I haven't done it every single week, but just adding that little bit of scrapbooky feel has made me so happy. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching me plan my week. I hope you found some inspiration to add to your planner. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.